Now to our homeless crisis. Drive along Southeast Powell Boulevard these days, and you may notice some new signage just off the busy road. The city is putting up these barriers meant to block people from camping in areas like frontage roads. But is it working? And is it really a long-term solution? Blair Best reports.
You may notice something different on sections of Southeast Powell Boulevard. Barriers blocking traffic along 3 frontage roads, inlets that are typically overrun with homeless camps.
I thought it probably was related to homelessness.
Lee Ellen lives by one of the blocked frontage roads. These barriers are the city's latest attempt to stop homeless people from camping along high-crash corridors that are particularly hazardous. They're also meant to deter traffic. But in reality, they're causing confusion for some drivers.
They just go out the one way, which is kind of dangerous.
Well, I think it's a step in the right direction. A lot more needs to be done.
Dan Sprower owns an apartment building off one of the frontage roads that used to be filled with homeless camps.
Screaming, defecation, public defecation where you can see it, not even in the bushes, needles.
That camp was cleared prior to the barriers, which have since been pushed over.
Obviously, there's so much to be done.
While the barriers seem to be working along certain parts of Southeast Powell where it's deterring traffic in homeless camps, if you come a few streets up, like here off Southeast 74th, you see it's filled with campers and RVs. And if you look this way, you'll see that there's a memorial and some flowers set up. Now that's where a homeless person was shot and killed about 2 weeks ago.
A lot of the people that are here cannot control their situation.
Kai has been homeless in Southeast for a few years and sees these frontage roads as an invitation to set up camp, regardless of the safety concerns.
Because there isn't anything else here, you know what I mean?
And as for the barriers, he says they're anything but a solution.
If they want to be efficient about it and they want to do it in a way that it compromises for both sides, they need to find an alternative location that is safe for the people that are going there, and they need to give something to them that is clean, orderly, you know what I mean?
So it sounds like you're describing what the mayor is actually looking to do. He wants to build these large designated camping sites where it's going to be clean, access to hygiene, and access to services.
That would be awesome. That would be really awesome. I think that's a very intelligent idea.
In Southeast Portland, Blair Best, KGW News.
Now, we often ask Blair to give us a behind-the-scenes look at her stories to help give some more context to what she wasn't able to include in the typical newscast. It helps give us and you a glimpse of what's going on out there on the streets.
All right, so I'm here off Southeast 74th along that frontage road that we showed you where there's still a lot of camps, RVs, trailers. There's no barricade of any kind blocking traffic from this frontage road, but I want to keep this quick because we've witnessed what we believe to be several drug deals out of one of the trailers behind me. People driving up, walking in, saying a code word in order to get in, and then walking away with a little baggie or something in their hand. And actually, when we pulled up to this area, a woman came up to me asking, where can I get 3 blues? So a lot of activity going on here. This is also right where that shooting happened a couple of weeks ago. So as for safety concerns, the city says that's the whole reasoning behind these barricades, yet there's no barricades here where it seems to be the most unsafe. All right, so we're back in the car now, and as I was walking to the car, this homeless woman came up to me and said that the camps in the frontage road along Southeast 74th is actually run by one homeless man who has many of the RVs there, and apparently he's trying to charge people rent to camp there. She described him as being very scary and that everyone is on pins and needles there, afraid to say the wrong thing. She's actually in the process of getting out of this camp and going to a better place today, but it just adds another layer of how unsafe some of these frontage road camps are.
A lot going on there. Thanks, Blair. According to the data from the city's impact reduction team, that site at Southeast 74th has been posted for removal twice this year, both times in January. At that time, 16 homeless structures were removed, but obviously they're back in full force now.